It is a wonderful day inside the world of Nintendo, and yeah, guess what, guys? Now that the sun is set, now that the announcements, the events are all behind us, there is one giant question that all of us have in our minds, in our hearts, right? If we are true Nintendo fans, that question is, what's next? Because we know that the year has ended, right? We are at the end. There are no more events happening. Nintendo is done with their, at least for 2023, and so 2024 is upon us, and there is a huge event upcoming which will actually open our eyes and give us a glimpse into Nintendo's future. Will Nintendo have a great future, or will Nintendo flop? Let's talk about it. Before we jump right in, just a reminder, this Saturday is our very Merry Switchmas giveaway. Here on the channel, we'll be giving away a brand new E-Wing chair provided by E-Wing themselves, as well as an Orion tablet that will turn your Switch into an extra large screen Pro Switch that you'll enjoy for years to come. Of course, we have other prizes as Poppy drinks, digital games, and a lot more, so don't miss it this Saturday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Mark your calendars. We'll be here live at the channel for our very Merry Switchmas giveaway. Okay, so we are here towards the end of the year, and it's true because it rhymes. And let's go ahead and talk about the next main Nintendo event that will literally change the landscape. I'm telling you, guys, I want you to understand that this is the crucial time for Nintendo. We are in between console announcements, okay? Meaning, Nintendo announced their Nintendo Switch in 2017. It was successful, right? But now Nintendo has to start all over again and announce a brand new console. And there is no telling if this console will be successful or not. And that is the honest truth, right? We have a lot of hopes. We have a lot of expectations. We want to see a lot of features, and we want to see a brand new console. But the fact of the matter is that all of that is in the air. We have heard rumors. We have heard speculation. We have seen or thought we've seen some leaks, right? But then again, everything is in the air until Nintendo actually reveals the console themselves. And until then, we do not know what type of console are we getting. Nintendo has history of actually going the opposite way of what the fans want and issuing a Wii U, right? And Nintendo has history of completely innovating and giving us something like the Nintendo Wii and the Nintendo Switch and becoming one of the best consoles out there. Now, there are those two roads that we are expecting for Nintendo to take, and it's I know it's nerve-wracking because we want to root for Nintendo. We want them to make the right choice. We want them to give us all of the things that we need in order to transition to the next console. But that's where we are, guys. That is exactly where we are. We are in that transition. Yes, we do still have a couple games coming out on Nintendo Switch. Shintaro Furukawa himself did confirm that there will be games supported on Switch until the year 2025 in March. Okay? And to go a little more into that, for you Switch owners, you who are not yet ready to upgrade, well, right now, in March of 2024, starts the next fiscal year, which ends in March 2025, okay? So what Nintendo Shintaro Furukawa said is that this coming fiscal year, starting in March of 2024, all these months until March of 2025 will be the Nintendo Switch's last fiscal year for game support. Not Nintendo Switch Online game support, not update game support, right? Not the eShop game support, but for game release support. So you can expect the Nintendo Switch to live on beyond that point when it comes to Nintendo Switch updates, when it comes to Nintendo Switch Online, and when it comes to Nintendo Switch getting any other updates besides video games, okay? So that's what we have there. Now you know how long you have left to make up your mind whether you want to upgrade or not. And so this is actually true for everyone right now, because we still don't know what kind of console we are going to get. Now, what do we want in a console, right? We want to feel secure, right? And security comes with backwards compatibility, because when we transition to the next console, let's say it's not that great of a console. We still have our games from the Switch that we can still play, and it's supported in the next console. So that kind of gives us some type of security that we can still enjoy the games that we do enjoy from the Switch on the next gen console, even if that gimmick, that new thing that comes in the next Nintendo, right? Like for example, the dock to the TV thing was the new gimmick for the Switch. The Wii Remote was the gimmick for the Nintendo Wii. I don't know. I think the tablet was the new gimmick for the Wii U. And so whatever Nintendo decides to bring on with this new Nintendo, that gimmick, even if we don't like it, backwards compatibility will still be a thing that will kind of give us security. Okay, you know what? At least we have our games to play. Let's say this console flops completely. That's a possibility. We can never rule it out. And well, at least we have that backwards compatibility, which I think will help a lot of people move forward, even if you just buy your Nintendo Switch. Okay, and so that is the one major thing. I think the next major thing is Nintendo not going too far off the line, the rails, when it comes to creating this console, right? Like just not going too far off the rails. They have a winning formula with the hybrid console that goes from dockable to handheld right away, right? I don't know what third thing they can add to this, what kind of gimmick, unless they add a bigger screen. They add more, they build on top of them. Just like they do with smartphones, they build on top of it. They keep it the same, but they continue to add features to this form factor, right? And so it's important that Nintendo kind of, really thinks about this. I want to know from you guys, what do you think Nintendo could do or add to the already successful Nintendo Switch form factor, right? The dockable and the handheld, to keep you on board. And I also want to hear this. What can Nintendo do to actually not make you want to buy the console? Let me know below in the comments. What can Nintendo do to not earn your business? I am very intrigued and interested in knowing that. And so tomorrow we'll be talking about February, because I do believe that even though we might get an event in January for the Nintendo Switch 2, if we do get it, I do believe that in February we are getting a Nintendo Direct. So tomorrow we'll talk about that. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Never give up. Journey on. Peace.